Whoop-de-whoop, you know what time it is. OG Samke, Big Rashid K, head niggas in charge. It's the Masterclass Podcast, episode 18.
I've lost count, man. It's
Damn,
one of those
moving.
episodes. It's one of those episodes. We keep it moving.
How you doing, Big OG?
I'm all good. Have a young flu, but I'll survive.
Under the weather.
Yeah, I'm under the
When
weather.
are you getting vaccinated, Doug?
Yeah?
When are you getting vaccinated? Because I'm a vaxxed boy now. I mean, I'm fully vaxxed.
You're not fully. How many times have you vaccinated?
Like, by the time this episode airs, I would have had my second shot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Johnson & Johnson.
Nah, nigga, what? I might be black, but I
guys
like
there
that.
at home, be careful which vaccine you use.
Really? Why, bro? Why?
Because some of this shit has like crazy side effects.
For real?
Yeah.
People be talking about you can't sip after getting your shot. After I got my shot, I had a beer straight after that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, like, I guess your body...
It depends. It depends. People will use Pfizer and tell you don't do this and that while you're not even on that vaccine, because there's different types of vaccine. You just need information which one is not good for what, you know? Yes.
Nah, I figured, I'd take it because I'm trying to travel the world. I'm trying to take the masterclass to the rest of the, planets.
That's where we're going.
So
that's where we're going.
Let's get vaxxed, Rashid. Get vaxxed. Stop being an anti-vaxxer.
I'm not. I'm pro-life.
Yeah, that's what's up. How's your hip-hop week been? You been nice? What's been happening?
It's been cool, man. It's been cool. I'm happy with everything that's going. Cats dropping albums and projects.
Yeah, that's actually something I wanted to talk about. Cats are dropping albums is almost in a ghost vibe. Like, we don't even know niggas is about to drop and next thing there's an album out. You know what I mean? Like, it's been a while since a hip-hop artist has come through with a dope rollout where I'm anticipating the album. Nowadays, niggas is just dropping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I had no idea El Tito was dropping an album.
Yeah, I just saw him. Like, boom, there's a link.
And it's not just him. There's a whole lot of cats like that we're gonna speak about as well.
Yeah.
This week and next week, but there's no campaigning for your music anymore. There's no rollout plan. Like, homies are not. They're just dropping music and expecting us to catch it.
I think cats are now too comfortable with the internet. As long as out there, people are gonna see it. They don't make an effort to walk an extra mile.
Do people see it though? You know what I mean? Like, if you're not gonna campaign for your music, I'm not gonna say campaign, but have a rollout plan for how you're gonna push your sound, how you're gonna push your album.
Some people will miss it because you don't get to see everything on your timeline.
Even if you go on the DSPs, right? If you go on Apple Music, if you go on iTunes, it's very seldom where you'll see South African hip hop before you see, a big album that's dropped from overseas. So I'm a bit
crazy
shocked.
though. It's crazy though that we are on radio, but cats don't even bother to send us stuff to say, yo, here's a single I'm dropping on this date.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like. That's why it's a conversation we've had before, is that, like, do they even see radio as important to them? Because, like you're saying, the internet is so big, but for the rest of the country, radio is still a big deal. But I feel like the homies are just dropping music and they don't really care about the avenues of how this music's gonna be pushed around and how it's gonna be received.
Yeah.
So I feel like let's put a bit more work into how we roll out our albums, man. I've been listening to the El Tito. I like it, but I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't know about it. Dog. It just came out of the blue.
Yeah, we all didn't know about it. You know what disappointed me is that after so many years of not dropping, she drops a project with 4 songs.
Who's that?
El Tito.
Oh, El Tito. So it's not even an actual full...
It's an EP. 4 songs. After so many years of not dropping.
I get, maybe that's why he never told us about it, because he's not trying to push it as a full-on...
Or maybe
tape,
that the full album is still coming.
I hope so. I hope so, and I hope to see a bit more.
It's nice though. It's just not enough,
being
man.
El Tito, dog.
It's just not enough.
But also, it's not just him, It's like a lot of cats in the game, ECCO, Words, is like nobody really came out and was like, yo, I'm about to drop in the next 6 months. Y'all better be anticipating this album. It's coming through, and I'm gonna keep rolling it out, dropping a couple of loosey-gooseys for you to fuck with while I'm working on my album. That shit doesn't happen.
Probably
Niggas just
they don't
dropping
have-
12 songs. Bah.
Probably they don't have ideas on how to do it.
I guess that's in the masterclass. That's what we're supposed to be teaching. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
How? What's the best way to do it? Like, is it good to drop a 4-track something, come back, then maybe give me some features, and then drop your album?
It doesn't have to be like rocket science, man. Just do a countdown. I'm dropping this EP in 10 days, 10 days to go, 9 days to go, 8 days to go, until it drops so that people are aware.
But is that all I need to do? Can I maybe like
No, I'm
go
just saying.
online?
I'm just saying. It's one of the things you can do to create awareness.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it's the only thing.
Right.
I'm saying do something.
Yeah, one thing I like that I've seen happening in the States is like homies, like the hardcore rappers, like your Griselda boys.
Yeah.
Before they drop maybe an EP or something, every day of the week he'll drop you a freestyle. You
Yes.
know? Just in anticipation of what's gonna come in the album. And I feel like homies need to start doing a bit more of that and putting more effort into rolling out the album. Make me want to hear this album because I've been seeing you in my face for the past 2-3 weeks, and now bam, the album is dropping. You know what I mean? Just that's all I've been thinking, really. That's what I've been seeing from the new drops. And shout out to everyone that's been dropping music, though. Like, a lot of music's been coming out. The homies and I are speaking about on the show is that we didn't want to interview just hip-hop artists on our radio show, right? We wanted to interview everybody in the hip-hop space. But for the past 2 months, we haven't been able to interview PR people and artwork and graphic designers and that.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much hip-hop dropping that we have to speak to someone who is making music every single week, which is very impressive. So shout out to everyone in the game, man. I see people are working. That's what I'm about. I'm really about that.
Let's keep going.
Let's get into class, my nigga.
Yeah, what's happening?
What you been feeling? What's on your mind?
The topic for today, obviously, it's verification of plaques.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of artists and record labels giving their artists plaques. You go to RISA website, that shit doesn't exist.
How does this thing work, bro? Because I'm not too clued up on it. You know what I mean? I'm here to learn.
Okay.
How does it work?
RISA, Recording Industry of South Africa, is the only body that verifies and certifies plaques. You know, if RISA says no, then there's no plaque. You know, so it's RISA and RISA only. Sometimes you find artists with platinums and gold, and you go to RISA website, they're not there.
They're not there.
Because the website is usually updated.
Yeah.
And you apply for that thing. Like a record label or an artist will send a letter with all the details to say we are applying for a gold or platinum plaque.
Okay.
Here are the numbers, sales,
This is
and
what
then
we've
and
done.
then they will have to verify. It usually takes them 48 hours.
Okay.
You know, to verify information. That's why it's impossible. That's why it's impossible to go gold in a day.
Okay.
That iFund stuff.
Okay. Even if you have a corporate company, let's say Red Square, buys all 20 copies on the first day.
You still need 48 hours
to verify that.
To verify and then certify.
All right.
You know, because they need to go through all that information, and because if you send them stuff, they still need to go to Capasso and all these DSPs
So run me through the numbers, the figures. What's gold? What's platinum? What's diamond in our country?
In our country, an album, 15,000 units is gold.
15K
15K
is gold, all right?
is gold. For singles and EPs, 10,000 is
It's
gold.
gold.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when you in the rest of the world, in the States,
It's different from country to country.
Oh, all right.
In the US, platinum is 1 million.
Word.
Gold is 500,000.
500,000. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So, an album, 15,000 is gold, 30,000 is platinum.
30,000 platinum makes sense.
Yeah. So, with
Sorry to cut you. Diamond is then 60K.
diamond doesn't exist in South Africa.
What?
It's not there.
I'm sure I've seen a diamond plaque somewhere on Twitter.
Yeah, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot. Cats having diamond
Whole
plaques.
diamond plaque? So we don't have diamond plaques. Is that all
we don't have.
That's a lie? It's cap?
It's cap. Probably it's like in the States, 10 times platinum is diamond.
Okay.
So maybe in South Africa, a cat will go 10 times platinum and then they make their own diamond. But it's not official.
All right.
You know,
got you.
RISA doesn't
acknowledge that.
Doesn't acknowledge.
It's fair though, like, because if in the rest of the world there is a diamond status, and you crack that number in South Africa, then you can call yourself diamond, right? You can make your own plaque. It might not be official, but you've hit diamond level, I think.
Yeah. It is. If it's 10 times platinum, it is diamond.
It's diamond, regardless.
But we don't have diamond in SA. You know, it's just that record labels will make their own plaques and which is wrong. It's like a school giving their own metric certificates when there's a body for that.
I get you. So that's what Reese's role is. Reese's role is to monitor the numbers, or it's my role as the artist to bring the numbers to Risa.
Yes. For them to verify and say your numbers are correct. Now we certify your plaque.
Where do I get the numbers from as the artist? Which numbers do I get them from my label, from independent?
Yeah, from your label, like the DSPs, the views, the downloads, all those numbers, put them together and then send those numbers to Risa.
Word, I get that.
But it's very difficult because for one sale, for one sale, for an album, you need 1,200 streams.
For one sale.
Is equals to one album sold.
1,200 streams for the album, not per song, right?
I'm still talking albums. 1,200 streams is equals to one download, one album sold. So with singles, 120 streams is equals to one song sold. Imagine how many streams it will take you to get to gold or diamond. You need millions and millions of streams. You know.
And then for you to get the plaques now, for you to go gold, because going gold should be easy. I mean, 15K doesn't even sound like
15K streaming, 15K times 1,200. That's what you need.
Okay.
15,000 times.
Check it out.
Let me check it out.
Why not?
How many streams do you need for you to go gold? 15,000 times 1,200. This is for an album. You need 18 million views.
Streams, basically.
Listens. Yeah. You need 18 million streams
for you to go
gold.
So how do you go gold then in South Africa? Because there's very few artists that can crack 18 million streams. Hip-hop artists.
Yeah.
So how do they go gold? Is it going gold because they're selling physical copies? If someone's like, yo, I went gold.
No, it's
getting
streams.
those streams.
It's streams.
On the album.
I saw on the Risa website, a Ris mixtape went gold.
It hit over 18 million streams.
Yeah, but it's like putting everything else together. You know, like your iTunes, Spotify, all these DSPs. When you put them together,
it's not like getting 18 just on Apple. Or just on Spotify.
Yes.
When they grab your SoundCloud, they grab your Deezer, they grab your Shazam,
everything.
That.
They should make 18 million streams for you to go gold.
Okay.
After putting everything together.
All right, that's not too bad. I think you can do it. But now you need an online fan base like Aries, you know? There's very few other. Saudi is the most streamed South African hip hop artist off the song that he did off the Kendrick Black Panther album.
The Black Panther. He was lucky because that's the only song that's streamed though, not his other songs. You know, he was lucky because he had a a song on the Black Panther soundtrack,
which ended up blowing up.
Yeah,
which has
all
way
over the
more than
world,
18
all over the world,
18
which
million
got
streams.
streamed. Yes, you know what I mean.
So he should get a plaque for that, right?
Let me explain something. You can have 18 million streams, right? But before they certify it, whatever, gold or platinum, they check how many of those were streamed in South Africa. Because you can have 18 million.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you can have 18 million streams and find that it was streamed in Botswana, Swaziland.
The rest of the world.
No, that won't give you a plaque.
Alright, so that could be the case here in Southeast
that
case.
could be
that it
the
hasn't
case.
hit 18 million
Yeah.
in South Africa.
Yeah, because we in a global village, man. Internet is everywhere. People could be streaming your stuff in Ghana, but that won't give you a plaque in South Africa.
Okay.
So that's another thing to consider. People will say, yo, I have so many views and so many streams, how come I'm not gold?
Yeah.
It's because not all of them were streamed in South Africa.
So
Yeah.
Risa will check all those things out.
Risa will check all those things out.
So what happens, because I've heard that Risa doesn't give you a plaque. You make your own plaque and then they come certify it.
They give you a certificate.
Okay.
A certification with their logo and say it's official. This is awarded to Aries for selling so much units.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My other question is, why?
If someone makes himself a plaque, like, can I please see the certification?
With the plaque.
Not even the plaque. Never mind the plaque.
The
Plaque, you can go to Newtown and design your own plaque. But the most important thing is the certification from Risa.
From Risa.
Yeah.
Here's my thing is that Risa gives you the certification after they vetted the whole situation,
Yes.
right?
And then they agree.
Why is it that they don't monitor the numbers themselves and then send people the relevant, Why do I have to apply?
That's a lot of work. There's
No,
new
it's not
artists.
really.
That's a lot of work. There's new artists dropping every time.
But you guys can see the numbers, so they're not new if they're making big numbers.
Somebody said the same thing about us. SA Hip Hop Awards. Why do you guys want people to submit? Why don't you just choose? I'm like, no, we don't know who released in the Western Cape or in Kuruman. We need to have that information and then we verify that information. It's impossible for us to check every corner of South Africa.
No, but I'm sure you said they look at numbers. Risa looks at numbers.
Yes.
So if they can go check the numbers, why can't they monitor the numbers from the start? Because they've got the ability to do that. So if they can see that there's an artist who's coming up who's selling 1 million copies every 3 months, they should be able to see that from their side and then give the guy his plaques.
No, like there's a lot of artists. You don't even know whether this artist is South African or not. You don't know. You need information from the record label. No, you need full information from the record label, because the next thing you're gonna make mistakes.
And the labels don't cook these numbers themselves, because sometimes you're like, and
Yeah.
I feel like Irisa, because they don't monitor it themselves, whatever the label comes and says, yo, my artist has been doing 1, 2, 3, I feel like their vetting system isn't the greatest, because then why do we have so many fake plaques around? If Risa was supposed to be on the ball, this wouldn't be a problem.
You can tell when it's a fake plaque.
I know that.
Yeah,
But
if it's not Risa verified, and then it's fake.
But it's fake. But the fact is, the artist feels like they've sold double gold or double platinum or whatever. But
They must have.
Risa says no.
They must have numbers and proof to back it. You can't say I went gold. From where? If you say on Spotify, we can go check on Spotify.
Yeah.
If you say on iTunes, Apple Music, we can go check. Don't just say you went gold. Tell us how and where, and then so we can go check those numbers.
I get what you say. I get your points. I just feel like it would be a lot easier for us to not see fake plaques if Risa was really just giving people what they deserve, instead of us having to go to Risa and give them the numbers. Because sometimes it's such a big mission, I think, for a lot of artists and labels to go to Risa and wait for the verification when I know I'm 7 times platinum. Like, why do I have to go to them to, like, I know I'm 7 times platinum. I've got the numbers.
Whatever that convinced you that you 7-time platinum, take that and give it to Risa. What's so difficult about that?
Oh no, man! I just feel like Risa should be just coming to me.
No, record labels have structures. Somebody in that building must deal with that, with Risa. You know, record labels have structures. People who deal with PR, people who deal with different things.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a problem unless your plaque is fake.
I got you.
And even with the ringtones as well, you can go gold by selling 5,000.
5,000
ringtones is gold.
And that doesn't mean you just have to sell them. So someone has to buy that ringtone.
Yeah.
5,000 people have to buy that ringtone.
Yes.
Doesn't have to keep. You don't get paid every time your phone rings, basically.
No.
You get that once off.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember with the Questa thing, he made a lot of money from.
Yeah, he did.
From ringtones. Does that still work?
I don't know, man. Even I remember Casper as well with Dog Shebeleza.
The ringtone.
Yeah, like
made a lot of money.
Over 1 million ringtones.
I get you. Do you want to talk about some people you feel had fake plaques?
Nah, man. I don't know what proof they have, so I can't talk about.
You want the certificates, you don't want plaques.
Yeah.
So let's cancel plaques then.
Why would you cancel plaques?
Because I need a certificate is what's important. So what's the point of having the plaque? Like, it's just the
plaques.
Frame your certificate and then post that, and then then we believe you.
Look, the plaque. If you have 10 people working on the album,
yeah,
you can have 10 plaques and present to each and every one of them. So with the certificate, what are you going to do?
You only get one. I get you.
Yeah.
You only get one.
You know what I mean?
I feel you.
That's how it is.
How do you feel about us making sure that Risa gives plaques to the right people? How do we ensure that we don't see these fake plaques anymore?
There's no way we can do that. The thing is, there's no punishment for having a fake plaque. You know, that's why record labels feel free to make their own without consulting with Risa. Make their own and present their artist. Because there's no consequences for that.
So then basically the conversation we're having, it doesn't really matter as much, because whether guys make fake plaques or have the original, it's still going to be something that's happening. There's no way of rectifying this, especially in the hip-hop space, where we can be sure that this is a Risa certified plaque and this is a fake plaque. We just accept that when we see a plaque, it's a plaque, regardless of the numbers.
Yeah, well, it depends on what you do with that information. You see, with us at SA Hip Hop Awards, we get the numbers for airplay. We get the numbers from Radio Monitor.
Yeah.
And then for streams, for DSPs, we get the numbers from Capasso.
Okay.
And most of the time when we get these numbers, we see a lot of lies.
Lies?
Yes. Like, okay, this guy said he went platinum, but these numbers...
Okay. So the artists be cooking the numbers,
yes,
or the label be.
Yeah, because when you get the numbers
Risa and Capasso, they don't. Those numbers are direct.
Yeah, those numbers are straight from the DSPs.
Got you. All right, learned a little bit something about plaques today.
Because you know why the record labels avoid Risa, because they can actually have those numbers, but not all of them are from South Africa. Yeah. So they just want to make a plaque, skipping other rules.
Yeah, that's what happened most recently when homies were squealing. MT was squealing about getting $30 from Samro.
Yeah.
And they were talking about it wasn't his collection from South Africa, it was from the rest of the neighboring countries.
Oh, okay.
Which obviously then didn't play a lot outside of the borders.
Yeah.
And that's why he got that little money. But people were confused and thought MT's music is not playing, you know?
Yeah.
Even though he might even be able to create his own plaque now. I don't know if Logan's gone gold, but, you know, he can do that if he wants to.
Yeah, he needs to check the numbers and take all that information to Risa. Yeah.
To all artists, that's what you need to do. Get your numbers right, speak to your label, if you're independent, do it yourself. Take your stuff to Risa and get that shit certified.
If you see an artist with gold or platinum, just go to Risa website, risa.org. they have a list of all the plaques, the artists, the dates.
Right.
If it's not there, then you already know it's fake.
Got you, man. That's it. Let's get into the free period.
Let's get into the free period.
You know, every week we tell y'all to drop in the comment section, give us a YouTube link of your music, and if it's dope, we're gonna play it. So this week I just went onto all the episodes we've been dropping, the past 17 of them, and I tried to find some of the best guys that I could find. There's a homie by the name of Morena, YounGee. He's been dropping his links.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah?
He's been consistent.
Oh, I thought you knew him like personally.
No. I know him from the game.
Have you heard some of his music?
I've heard some of his music.
I think he's really nice. Came through with something different. It was, like I say, sometimes we get a lot of trash in the comments, you know. But we bumped that too, and he came through really nicely for me and consistently. So I figured we should put him on, man. So play his music video. I sent it through. He's really nice with it. I've never heard of him. I don't know him at all. But this is what he's got.
Weapon for my peers, corner store many years. I know my daddy dancing in the heaven when he hear this. Prayers for myself when the devil tryna test me. My nigga took a life, there's a blood on his stake. He did a couple years, but he's back for his baby. Behind these bars like Makula in the ghetto. My niggas very sick, yeah, I'll try to get in young. Every time I sleep, yeah, can I lead it on? Your girl send the picture, say I'll send a lead it on. Mrepa wagokas where the chains don't shine. Money is a drug when you mix it with pride. My hood full of guns, maar it's really cheaper. Girl show love, I'll really deeper. I never went to church, every Sunday in my jita. Mrepa kitty nice, smoking humbly for the clout. Mommy can a lady, she pull up through the night. Smoking on this weed that your shoes got sprayed. I'm about to make it bright, got the coco tarafori. Posh to my dere, yeah, and fun and get some honey. Shout out to the plug for the weed, I go Joes. Shout out to my geezer, le madala, le madros. Twana yako kasi, umpona bona sauce. Twana yako jobs, umpona bona sauce. Twana yako maf, umpona bona sauce. Twana yako blow, umpona bona sauce. Twana yamo pocha, umpona bona sauce.
Alright, would you like that?
I like that, man.
Yeah.
I like that.
Maybe we should book him for a Young Hip Hop Sunday.
I think he's there on one of the lineups that are still coming.
Oh, he's pulled up.
Yeah, he's booked.
Okay, do you know where the homie's from? Like I said, I have no clue where it is. Because there's no bios, we don't have nothing.
Eish, you see.
No idea about where.
I know his music. I don't know him personally. I don't have information on him.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we don't put on people we know. If your music is nice, that's all it takes.
That's what the free period is about. We're trying to discover new artists. I know there's a lot of other people that are in the game that actually just watch just for the free period to find out who we're talking about.
Yeah, because there's a lot of unknown cats that we put on, you know.
And that's what it's for, man. So shout out to Morena, YounGee. Go check him out on the socials. Go download his music, bump his stuff, support his music. He's also on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. Shout out to Morena. That's my dude for the week.
Away.
Who you got?
On the producer's side, I got Christa.
Christa.
Do you know Christa?
I don't know him. I just know the music that he's made, but I don't know him as
Yeah.
I know that you're a big fan, though.
Yo, I love Christa's work, man. You know, and I was so disappointed by him not submitting at the SA Hip Hop Awards.
You
I wanted to see his name on that list. He did most of Plaques'
music
songs on the album before now. You know, Dr. Pepper. You know, he's a new kid on the block.
So does he work with Dr. Pepper? Is he the producer or is he the guy, the beat maker?
Hey, he's the beat maker.
Yeah. And then Dr. Pepper will then produce the song.
Yes. And he's worked with Amanda Black as well. He's not into hip hop only.
Okay, so Mta says he's joined, basically.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. And he didn't submit?
I don't know what happened, man.
Maybe he's not ready, you know what I mean?
Maybe they don't know how these things work. Sometimes it's just information.
But I mean, he's a new kid on the block. I'm sure he knows.
He will learn.
I don't think, especially for producers, I don't think when producers make music, whatever they drop as their first project, they never feel like that's their best work, right?
Yeah.
So he's probably like, nah, I don't submit this shit.
Yeah, I'm still coming.
I can do better than
He's
this.
Still gonna
you know
see
what I mean?
me.
So shout out to the homie, man.
Yeah, shout out to Christa. Nice work. We see you.
Real dope, man. Producers, we got your back. I saw someone in the comment section talking about how we always talk about producers. I didn't even realize that we're the one platform where producers can get a shout out, man. Can get some shine, get some music played. I don't know if can we play something from Chrysler?
Any song from Plaques, Dr. Pepper.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's play that and get into the
Shout out
reaction
to
to the review. Reactions time, review time. I gotta whip up my phone for this one, dog sheet. ECCO, the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I took some notes. I had to. 5-track EP.
What are your notes? What are your notes saying?
I just want to know, is it an EP? Is it a tape?
Let me double check. Let me double check.
Because it's 5 tracks. 5 joints?
No, it's not. It's an album.
Word, only
12 songs.
I must have missed the last 12 then.
12 songs.
I'm on the top 5 then of that.
Yeah. What are your notes saying?
I like the album.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I think if there's one thing you're always complaining about is how homies sound very American and never bring the story home.
Mm-hmm.
I think ECCO did that quite nicely with this one.
Yeah.
I can hear from the tracks that I've listened to of that is that there is a bit of, I wouldn't say animosity, but there's a bit of anger in him from what happened with the Wrecking Crew.
Yeah.
You know, and he speaks about a lot of that in the album. I love the intro to the album.
I love the intro too.
The intro
but my favorite song is Beast.
Beast is a fight.
Yeah, Beast is crazy, bro. Beast is
You
crazy.
wild out on that.
You know, I also like that joint he did with Flame, Humble Pie.
Humble Pie is my favorite song of the album. Humble Pie, that's the song. I think to have Flame on it again gave me that Wrecking Crew feel.
Yeah.
One thing though about Untwana is that I can hear the A-Reese influence in his music.
I wouldn't say it's an influence.
What is it?
They were in the same crew. Obviously, you can pick that up.
Yeah.
You can Flame and them. They were all in the same crew. You can pick that similarity.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Wu-Tang members. You can tell with every rapper that sounds like Wu.
Wu-Tang, yeah, got that Shaolin vibe.
Most cliques are like that, even if they go solo.
So is that a good or a bad thing? Because for me, I was just like,
it depends on how. It depends on how good you do it.
Did you think that did it well?
It didn't make any difference with me.
Really?
Yeah, I enjoyed the project. I enjoyed the project.
Snap. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Other songs you digged on it?
Besides, those favorites, Beast and Humble Pie, I think the whole project is decent.
It's not
very listenable.
Any skips?
I didn't skip any. My first listen, because I wanted to review.
Yeah.
I didn't skip any song.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
And there's a song for me there that I could tell he was trying to do something different. I think it's called The C or 2C.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that R. Kelly water drop that.
Yeah.
And I just feel like he didn't need to do all that singing on that. Mm-hmm. And then only rap for me towards the end of the joint. You know what I mean?
It was giving you something different, though.
I don't like that.
It was giving you something different.
That's the only song that I have to skip every time it comes. Yeah. I'm just like, not this shit again.
So rate it?
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Okay, not too bad.
Not too bad. I'm still gonna bump it.
It's his debut, solo debut.
Yeah.
Okay, not an EP, you say?
It's not an EP. 12 songs is an album.
Full album.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to ECCO, man.
ECCO, Beauty and the Beast.
We like it.
Rashid
Let's get out of here.
OG Samke.
It's the Masterclass Podcast.
We out.
See you next week.